We can't get out of Deuteronomy, but who wants to? If there's a question someplace in the Bible, we want to find it and look at it. So we're going to stay in Deuteronomy, where the Lord asks, has any other people heard the voice of God speaking out of fire as you have and lived? That's Deuteronomy 4:33. Now, it was rare and even somewhat dangerous to hear the voice of God in the Old Testament. Today, however, it's common, for heaven is always speaking loudly as we read throughout the book of Revelation. God is an effective communicator, and he speaks through circumstances, his word, other people, some who know him and some who don't, and in a still small voice. If your heart is to hear him, his heart is to speak to you. Do you take for granted that God communicates with you? Are you heeding the voice of the Lord? What is he saying to you these days? Are you paying attention and moving in obedience? Now let's go to Hebrews chapter 12. And we'll see how much time we have to, how many verses we can read. But where the writer wrote, you have not come to a mountain that can be touched and that it's burning with fire, to darkness, gloom, and storm, to a trumpet blast, or to such a voice speaking words that those who heard it begged that no further word be spoken to them, because they could not bear what was commanded. If even an animal touches the mountain, it must be stoned to death. The sight was so terrifying that Moses said, I am trembling with fear. That's not where we are as believers. But you have come to Mount Zion, to the city of the living God, the heavenly Jerusalem. You have come to thousands upon thousands of angels in joyful assembly, to the church of the firstborn, whose names are written in heaven. You have come to God, the judge of all, to the spirits of the righteous made perfect, to Jesus, the mediator of a new covenant, and the sprinkled blood that speaks a better word than the blood of Abel. Oh, we don't have time. Go ahead and read the rest of Hebrews 12 for yourself. And then I urge you to be diligent to hear, remember, and obey the things God is telling you by whatever means he chooses to send his message. Well, that's it for today, and I'm so glad we don't live in Old Testament times. We live in a day of the Spirit. And come on back tomorrow, and we'll look at what that means all over again.